Well, let's bring in a couple of people who will be there tonight. Liverpool season ticket holder Gareth Roberts. Hey, Gareth.
Hi, are you okay?
Yeah, good, thank you, mate. And host of the Late Challenge podcast and Spurs podcaster, which probably speaks for itself, given he's the host of the Late Challenge podcast, Chris Cowlin. Hello, Chris. Hello, Chris.
Good afternoon.
There he is. He's there. Jolly good. Right, excellent. How are we feeling about this one then, fellas? You first, Gareth.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Got the butterflies in the stomach. It's a big game. It's a semi-final. There's a bit of jeopardy, obviously. We're 1-0 down. So I feel like it's one of those nights where, as a supporter, you've got to take your A game to the game and get right behind the team. And I thought Newcastle last night, their fans were absolutely brilliant. They've thrown down that gauntlet, if you like. So let's see what Anfield can do for our side now.
They were great, weren't they? They really were last night. When I was listening to that on 5 Live and I was hearing our man Steve Crossman who was saying it's not just noisy, it feels like the whole stadium's alive in one way or another. Chris, how are you feeling about going there, even with a goal up?
Well, just arrived in Liverpool. Obviously very, very nervous because this is a place where we very, very rarely get results. Just 4 wins in the last 39 years. And our last win at Anfield was 2011. And just 4 draws since that time. So we know that we very rarely get something at Anfield, but we played extremely well in that first leg. Of course, we're going to this 1-0 up. Even if we were 3-0 up at this stage, I'd still be very nervous, but Spurs have got to give everything. And as you rightly said, you know, our last trophy was 17 years ago. So we've got to give everything to get in that final against Newcastle. So, yeah, it's going to be a highly entertaining game. Of course, Spurs go into this with that win at Brentford on Sunday, which gives us a little bit of confidence. And, of course, we've got a couple of new signings as well.
Yeah, the first leg, and actually that game against Brentford on the weekend, there was, I wonder, there was more men behind the ball, wasn't there, when you were out of possession? I wonder, are fans talking about whether Ange is getting a little bit more pragmatic?
I think that game on Sunday was an absolutely must-win for him because going into that game, we only had 1 win in 10 in the Premier League. So, and I think, you know, going forward to this game tonight, I think you've got to be a little bit more pragmatic sometimes to get the result. It's going to be interesting because in the last 18 months, we haven't seen that defensive side of Ange Postecoglou's game because it is all out attack, which we love. But sometimes you need to grind out, get the results. And I feel like tonight is massive. It's the biggest game of the season without question.
What have you made of Liverpool this season, Chris?
I think they've been one of the best teams in Europe. Of course, you know, we're playing one of the best teams. We're playing one of the best, you know, attacking front threes in the country right now. It's going to be a very, very tough game, but you never ever know what's going to happen in cup football because, you know, that first leg, I thought it was a very, very impressive display from us. Yeah. Particularly in the middle of a very, very tough couple of months for Spurs with all of the injury problems that we've got.
This is it. And what have you made of Spurs this season, Gareth? Because, you know, when they're bad, they're bad, but when they're good, they're very good.
Yeah, strange side. I mean, entertaining to watch them as a neutral, if you like. So I'm expecting it's going to be a decent game. I mean, you're saying there that Ange just sort of closed it up a little bit, but even in the first leg, we had opportunities. We were in their box a lot. We had all the ball, and it was just more down to, you know, well, partly down, I would say, to us not taking our chances. We had one cleared off the line. Obviously, they had a player that we didn't really think should be on the pitch who scored the winner in Bergwall. So they rode their luck a little bit there. But obviously we went there in the league and beat them 6-3. So that sort of sums them up, really. And that they can score against you. They're exciting to watch. But they've been very porous at the back. And I'd expect with the potency of our attack, we're going to see goals. Maybe goals all round, hopefully, because, you know, we all love an entertaining game. But I want it to be entertaining with the end result being Liverpool get to go and defend the trophy at Wembley, hopefully.
Can I just ask you finally, before you go, Gareth, I mean, everyone thinks Trent's going to go, don't they, to Real Madrid, and he's out for tonight anyway, isn't he?
Yeah.
Who's the more important to get sorted, to get finalised? Is it Virgil van Dijk or is it Mo Salah? Pick one.
It's so tough, that question, which is why you've done it, isn't it? I mean, for me... For me, I absolutely love Virgil. I think he's a leader. I think he's, you know, it's the captain, obviously, but I think he leads on and off the pitch. I think he dictates the way we play. I think he's really underrated as a footballer, not just a defender. So I'm absolutely desperate for him to stay first and foremost. Not that I think Mo is replaceable either. He's the most potent attacker in Europe right now, but I've got a lot of love for Virgil, and apparently he smells nice as well.
Lynx Africa, I wonder. I don't know, or Blue Stratos. All right, good stuff. Thank you very much indeed, guys. Enjoy the game tonight. I imagine they all smell pretty good, don't they? That was Liverpool season ticket holder Gareth Roberts and Chris Cowlin, Spurs podcast, The Late Challenge. It's called. If you're a Spurs, you're probably aware of that.